Welcome to Section 5.8, Part 2. This is the 63rd session of the ISACA CISA exam prep series. This part picks up where the last one left off. In this session, we'll move from virtualization into the cloud itself. We'll answer several questions. What risks come with migrating to the cloud? When you run in the cloud, who secures what? What are the deployment and service models? What are the biggest cloud threats? And what is DevSecOps? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because nearly every organization is moving to the cloud, and security often lags behind. Picture a retailer shifting its entire platform to a cloud provider. The move promises speed and savings, but during the transition, data is exposed and responsibilities blur. As an auditor, you make sure the organization knows exactly what it owns. Let's start with the journey. What is cloud migration? It's moving your data and applications to cloud infrastructure. It takes three forms: on-premises to cloud, and even reverse migration back out. But the move carries serious risk. Multi-tenancy means you share resources with strangers. Insecure interfaces and weak access controls open doors. Compliance can get more complicated, not less. Data can be lost or corrupted in transit, and you lose visibility once the provider takes over. So how do you migrate securely? With careful planning. Build a migration plan and assess your current security first. Encrypt data both at rest and in transit. Enforce strict access control throughout the move. Evaluate the regulations you must meet. Train your people and back up your data, ideally across more than one provider. And automate the process to avoid misconfiguration. Now the most important concept in cloud security. What is the shared responsibility model? It defines who secures what between you and the provider. The provider handles the infrastructure, hardware, the virtualization layer, and physical data centers. You handle your data and configuration, access management, encryption, and security policies. Some duties are shared, like training and patch management. But here's the rule you must never forget. You can outsource the work, but you cannot transfer the risk. The data is always your responsibility. The split shifts depending on what you buy. What are the cloud service models? Three of them stand out. Infrastructure as a service gives you raw computing and storage. You control the operating system and applications. Platform as a service gives developers a sandbox to build in. Software as a service gives a finished application ready to use. The more the provider manages, the less you control. And the reverse is true too. You also choose how the cloud is deployed. What are the deployment models? A public cloud is shared and open, so customers are less protected. A private cloud is dedicated, giving you more control, good for sensitive data. A hybrid cloud mixes both, segmenting data for safety. A community cloud is shared among member organizations, and a multi-cloud combines several public clouds, which widens the attack surface. Whichever you choose, follow the best practices. Review the service agreement carefully. Prioritize data security and strong access management. And find a trusted security partner if you need one. What threats should you watch for in the cloud? A well-known list stands out. Weak identity and access management, the top target. Insecure interfaces and application programming interfaces. Misconfiguration and poor change control. A lack of clear cloud security strategy. Insecure software development. Unsecured third-party resources in the supply chain. And data exfiltration, where attackers steal data outright. Notice the theme. Identity and misconfiguration appear again and again. Finally, a discipline built for this world. What is DevSecOps? The name fuses three teams: development, security, and operations. The old way bolted security on at the end. Rapid cloud releases made that impossible. So DevSecOps builds security in from the very start. Security becomes automated and shared by everyone. The benefits are real: faster, cheaper, more secure delivery. Problems caught early when they're easy to fix, and simpler compliance reporting. The guiding idea is to shift security left. Move it to the beginning of the development cycle, not the end. So let's bring it together. Cloud migration brings risk, so plan, encrypt, and backup. The shared responsibility model splits the work, but the risk stays with you. Service and deployment models decide how much you control. The biggest threats trace back to identity and misconfiguration, and DevSecOps bakes security in from the start. Understand the cloud this way, and you can advise on it with confidence. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on RooCloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.